you're bound to offer something to the batter. And Lianage was ready for it. Immaculate timing. Just use the pace. Roll of the wrist and a sweet result.
Well, Sri Lankans have had starts. 29 to Nisanka, 38 to Mishara. Samara Vikrama making 39, but what they're looking for is that big innings. Can Hasaranga provide it? Because they need a big innings and the others to bat around them, round that man. They got Mendis to come in, Hasaranga to come in. With the left-arm spinner bowling, Nawaz bowling. Hasaranga has enjoyed left-arm spin, in fact. In ODIs, he's scored 446 runs against them. Just 7 dismissals, averaging 63, and the strike rate of 84. So he's enjoying left-arm spin.
But you have to give it to Nawaz. He has kept him on a leash. Bought too many dot deliveries already into his 4th over.
While still, I must say that Shaheen Shah is walking a very thin line here. He's got a wicket, but he still realizes that there's a lot left in the game. Lianage has, in the recent past, has proved to be a very reliable player for Sri Lanka. He's rescued them quite a few times when in trouble. And, sensible, just pushing the ball into gaps. Right, it is time to enjoy some tea, and nothing better than Tapal tea. Well, Pakistan fans, they love the Tapal Tea Lounge, the #1 tea brand of Pakistan.
You come from a land whose major produces tea. Have you tried this one?
Yeah, well, I've tried it. It's quite nice.
And?
In fact, it's quite nice, I must say. Now, that's the first time I've seen that shot attempted. We haven't seen the reverse. The Sri Lankans haven't looked to sweep too much as well, obviously, with so much of pace. Sri Lanka looking to open up that area with that reverse.
And also, he attempted that stroke because he's not enjoying that line. He's been troubled. He's not getting anything. Sri Lanka, not even singles at his will. So it has been a very good effort from Nawaz after scoring those important runs for his side to finish the innings very strongly. He's come on and bowled miserly.
He's going at little over 4 runs and over, with Sri Lanka requiring over 6 runs and over. You're going at less than the required run rate. Last ball of the over. Oh, he goes big. He goes big. That's huge. That's into the crowd, Janit Lianage. What a shot to end the over. 9 runs off it. 166 for 4. Just look at this.
ऐसे ऐसे स्टैट्स आते हैं ना कि शर्म भी आती है। इस
Sri Lanka required another 134 in 132 deliveries. The equation, as they are 166 for 4. The last wicket to fall, that of Samara Vikrama. Once again, Haris Rauf into the wickets. The setup here, just back of a length, then bangs one short, goes back again, just back of a length, getting that outside edge, slightly fuller, slightly wider, and then repeats it. Beautiful. Draws Samara Vikrama out of the crease of that length where he prods at it, and what a blinder. Simply exceptional. That is some take. He's caught it behind him, traveling at the rate of knots. Wow. That is a wow factor, isn't it, Vakar?
Yes, it was. Magnificent catch. It was traveling. Very little time to react and fetched it behind him. Haris Rauf among the wickets once again, 4 for 49 in 7. Little expensive, but he's picking out wickets. That's the key. At this stage, what was the difference? Big difference. 54 runs ahead. Pakistan also lost 4 wickets at this stage. 112 required. When you're chasing, you're always on the edge. You lose wicket or 1 or 2 wickets, things can wrap up quickly. You can lose game very quickly. But if you put up a good partnership here, yeah, the key is these two. After this is Hasaranga, who is very much capable of batting. But then it's the bowlers. So a lot depends on these two. If they can carry on for another maybe 10 overs, things can really roll for Australia, for Sri Lanka, I beg your pardon. I love the way Haris Rauf operated today. Although he went for runs, but once he found the length, every delivery was asking questions.
And just on that, how important is it in terms of a bowler to understand the lines he's bowling in a setup, and more importantly to have the fielders in the right position? A touch too full. One bounce into the fielder at the sweeper boundary. Fahim Ashraf. Talk about that slip, because there was no slip for the first two deliveries to Samara Vikrama. And then you just have a look at this. Watch this. There's that outside edge again. That's a second delivery. And then they have a conversation. Babar comes in to slip. But more importantly, it was important for Haris Rauf to follow up. And then a stunner. Plucks it out of thin air. Isn't it amazing when a plan comes together?
I think the mistake Samara Vikrama made was just walking into the shot. He actually pushed at it. Yes, he was struggling with the ball going away from him, but on that particular delivery where Babar took a beautiful catch, he just actually walked into the shot and pushed at it. And that is why it went quickly. It carried to Babar, who took a magnificent catch. It's cold, we all know that. From wide of the crease, bowling beautifully. 29 gone, 167 for 4. .133 required of 126. Saim Ayub into the attack. And out of the attack. One bounce into the fence. Little flight and delivery. Dealt beautifully.
Greetings to Mr. Saim Ayub of Charit Hasaranga, who's found it difficult out there. And in his 26 runs, it's actually his first boundary. That's how difficult he's found it in terms of timing. And goes again. This time the fielder is there. Oh, he just pouches it in time. Fahim Ashraf thought he had a good look at this. The momentum of the ball carries Fahim Ashraf over, but has he kept the ball in play? We will have a boundary check.
Great effort, one must say that. Was looking to play a similar shot. This time, ball bouncing a touch. Did he touch the rope? Did he touch the rope? I think he's okay. I have a feeling that it's just inside. Just inside. Is he touching that skirting? Is let the ball go? Maybe a different angle. Is that foot touching the rope? Have a look at that. Just look at that. The ball's gone. Ball has left his hand. So he's still in the air. So I think he's okay. That is some effort. Gone a little blurry, but I tell you, the ball is gone out of his hand. So I feel that he's done a good job releasing the ball at right time. Saved his team, what, 4 runs. Yeah, ball's gone out of his hand. So even if he's touching the rope, he's fine. That is brilliant effort.
Now the third umpire, TV umpire, looking for any movement of the advertising cushions on landing, but more importantly, whether he had the ball in hand. I just feel that it is a great effort, and it has been confirmed as well. So phenomenal effort on the boundary by Fahim Ashraf, saves 3, if not more. They've called for 2. That will run hard. Yeah, good running. It's a good over. Just felt like Sri Lanka was going to take down Saim Ayub in his first over. Could have been back-to-back boundaries. But so far, 7 of the first 3. Super soft, the premium detergent powder. Cleans like a dream. Sri Lanka back on strike. It took the attack to Saim Ayub in the first 2 deliveries. Now Fahim Ashraf on that boundary is a little bit squarer. But there are runs available on the leg side. Does well. Babar gets a hand to that and more importantly does not give away a single. Ground fielding has been really top-notch. Maybe barring that one catch of Fakhar Zaman, Pakistan's fielding overall has been really good.
Maybe 2 catches. One in the slip. You forgot?
Yeah, long game this. Forgot about that. Now this time to the right of Babar Azam. Doesn't quite get a hand. The over an expensive one. 12 off it, 179 for 4.
This game is definitely on. Shaheen still got 4 overs remaining. Naseem Shah also got 4.
The first 2 overs, Naseem Shah went for a few. He was clubbed all around, went for 24 in his first 2. And since then, the other 4 overs he's bowled, he's only gone for 20. So since then just seems to have found the length that he's been wanting to hit and has been more consistent at it.
Normally bowls very well with the new ball. Was not the case this evening. But Kenny just fetches skipper a wicket here. 1 wicket here from Naseem Shah will make a huge difference.
The game hands is in the balance with this partnership. Sri Lanka and Lianage in the middle. Both in that middle order since 2024 have the highest runs in one-day cricket. Batters from 4 to 7. Charith Sri Lanka over 1,000 runs. Lianage second on that list with 824. And both with great averages, 50 and 48 respectively. And more importantly, striking at 95 and 85 also. So that combination in that middle order has been extremely fruitful for Sri Lanka. That is what we are on about, reiterating and confirmation of those numbers. So if Sri Lanka are to chase this down, which will be the highest chase in one-day cricket against Pakistan, the 2 of them will have to go big. At the moment, 32 of 25, and those numbers are on their side. Still just under 20 overs left in this competition. Big appeal, big appeal. Felt like there was inside edge, then onto the pad. He's been under the spotlight on multiple occasions as Yasif Yaqub, but Shaheen Afridi has the reviews.
I doubt that Rizwan will support, but Shaheen said, no, I'm not listening to anyone. Let's go and check with the third umpire.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I've checked the feet placement, and it's a fair delivery. Let's start with frontal, please. Ball passes very close to the bat. Need to check that with outrage. Okay, just roll back once again. And roll as no, roll back and move one frame by frame, please. Slowly. Just roll back once again. Looks to me that the ball has hit the bat first. Do you have anything else to show me that the ball has hit the pad first? Okay, just roll back once again and roll back, little back, and roll it slowly, frame by frame from there. I can see the ball has hit the bat before hitting the pad. Satisfied. Asif will be staying with your not out decision. Stand by. You're on screen. Signal now.
Great on-field call from Asif Yaqub. On confirmation, Pakistan also lose their review. It was almost at the face of the bat, pouching into the flap of the pad.
I think Shaheen and Party were hoping that it would just clip the pad on the way, because if that would have hit the clip of the pad, then the ball was traveling toward the stumps, but it hit the bat first. The right decision made by third umpire. It's been a good over so far. No runs been given, and tight lines, tight lengths. I think that's what's required now. A couple of really good overs. Even if you don't pick up a wicket, that run rate can go up, and that will create pressure on Sri Lanka.
One down to third. 180 for 4. Overs done in the chase. Sri Lanka 180 for 4. Required another 120. The required rate just a touch over 6 runs and over. Mohammad Nawaz will continue. Protection down the ground.
Mohammad Nawaz was removed for 1 over. Saim Ayub was given the ball, and it didn't work. 12 runs of Saim Ayub's first over, and Shaheen decided to go back to Nawaz.
Nicely timed. On both occasions, you just seen a bit of an intent with the forward press. Whether if Nawaz does give the ball a little bit of air, Lian again not afraid to jump down the track. 34 the partnership, and in quick time as well, just of the 30 deliveries. So they've kept up with the pace, Hasaranga and Lianage. What they need is a partnership similar to that of Hussain Talat and Salman Ali Agha. Twisting the field to the left-hander. So there is deep mid-wicket on the fence where he picked up those couple of boundaries to Saim Ayub, did Sri Lanka. Careful with that sweep shot.
Most of the left-arm spinners, they don't like bowling to the left-hander batters. They like the right-hander batters, and Nawaz happy to bowl to Liange. Sri Lanka is looking to sweep him, trying to unsettle him. Against Liange, he's a lot more at ease. Again, tapped it down to point fielder for 1. And that's all they need. They need to just keep rotating the strike. Even the required run rate goes to 7, 7.5, even 8. I think wickets in hand will not be an issue, because this pitch is playing really, really well. A couple of good overs, they can always bounce back in the game. But if they lose wicket now, then Sri Lanka will be in deep trouble.
Cleans him up. Picks up the opposition captain. Rizwan does the clean-up job behind the stumps. Nawaz has his first and a much-needed breakthrough as well.
Excellent bowling. Because Sri Lanka was looking to sweep, Nawaz could have easily thought that he's going to go for a sweep again. Extra bounce, extra kick. Ball didn't spin. He was expecting the ball to turn, and he played for spin. And a great work. Wonderful, great, superb stumping by Rizwan. And that's what I was talking about. Losing wicket at this stage could be a problem. Sri Lanka gone for 32, 183 for 5.
Wanindu Mendis makes his way out into the middle to his 25th game. He does have 350s. What he now needs to do is give all the support down the other end to Lianage. Excellent over. The wicket with the 3 runs from Nawaz. 32 done. It's 183 for 5. Plenty of starts throughout that Sri Lankan batting line. Tries the big shot and travels the distance. What a welcome to Naseem Shah. 6 to start the over.
Zero fear. Liange just lost his skipper from the other end previous over. No respect shown at all. A good length delivery. It's been really pondered for 6. Using the long handle. It's like a very good player, this youngster.
Lovely hit through the line of the ball. There
was no need to play that shot from the skipper, Sri Lanka. sweeping the ball nicely, just suddenly decided to just not only use his feet but then also going across. He would have been better off playing straighter. Good job by Rizwan.
Really never got the timing throughout his innings. 32 of 49 was a laboured innings throughout. Like we were in fact talking about the fact that Sri Lanka only requiring a runner ball, and the partnership 36 of 33 at the point where he lost the wicket. Rotation of strike and the way Lianage is going would have sufficed. It's worth mentioning Lianage looks a fantastic player with the big hits, the timing through the line of the ball, plays the ball late. 8 of 21, a bit of nerves in that dressing room. It is chilly.
It's gone cold suddenly, you know. It was quite warm maybe a week and a half ago, but now the weather's changing. Winter's coming. Must have been very cold for you, Aruj, coming from Karachi.
Well, what I'm now trying to convince my producer is, he's got me for the post-match presentation. There might be a lot of chatter and not words coming out at that presentation, so if you fail to pick up what I'm saying, I apologize in advance. Such a different bowler, Naseem Shah, when he hits that right length. He's the sort of bowler who comes in or hits the ball hard, and his natural deviation off the surface, like that big DRS review to Lianage, where he did obviously get the inside edge, but where his natural variation just gets the ball to nip back into the right-handers. It's just that off late he hasn't been able to string together good overs or apply consistent pressure.
Aruj is one of those bowlers who needs to keep bowling. If you give him rest for a bit and then the rhythm, he loses the rhythm. And he's got a lovely action. No, there we go. Beautiful delivery. Came in sharply, nice and full, hit the top of the off stump. Wow.
And with that, you feel Sri Lankan chances just diminish. And that is a peach of a delivery. Length, hits top of off, zings go flying, and Pakistan celebrate. First wicket tonight, appreciated by his captain. Pakistan hunting one after the other. Lianage goes for 28, Sri Lanka 191 for 6. Wanindu Hasaranga will face to Mohammad Nawaz.
Two new batters at the crease now. Pakistan will feel that they got things in control. But what a delivery from Naseem Shah. Still struggling to understand what sort of shot was that, because it was a very good length delivery, and he was just trying to chop at his bat coming from right to left rather than coming straight. Feet didn't move at all, and the ball just sneaked through the gap. Hasaranga normally plays aggressively. That's his natural game. But the situation demands that he should just stretch this partnership for a little longer, and then maybe he plays his natural game. We have to wait and see how he reacts.
Look at the asking rate, still at 6.5. So in the modern game, that is extremely achievable. The problem Sri Lanka have is that they've lost 6 wickets now. Few partnerships built. 85 was the first wicket stand, and they suddenly lost 3 for 90. Then a 57-run partnership. Then a 37-run partnership. At the same time, we look at Pakistan, they were 150 for 4. It was a time where Salman and Hussain Talat were just trying to step on the gas. The partnership was brewing. Sri Lanka are far ahead, but because of the 2 wickets, that is a huge point of difference in the game. 2 new batters. Beautiful strike. That is class and timing all around it. 197 for 6.
Bowled such a good over till this last delivery. More flight, bit of room, mid-off up in the circle. That was just a hit. Not a good end of the over. It was going very nicely before that. 103 required of 96. Game still in the balance. It's only Sri Lanka losing too many wickets in cluster. They need another partnership of 50 or 60 runs to challenge Pakistan. Pakistan on top. What they're looking to do is they're looking for wickets, and I think that's the right way to go. Keep searching wickets, and this will become hard for Sri Lanka.
With the new laws at the ICC now, onwards from the 34th over, the bowling captain will only choose 1 out of the 2 balls for the remaining 16. Bakar, does that just allow for the bowlers in terms of maybe bringing back reverse swing, the art of working on the older ball as opposed to having either ball only 25 overs old? Now you have that 1 ball which will be used for the remaining 16.
I think it's a good thinking. My question is, why did they allow the reverse swing to just go out of the doors? Because reverse swing was the art, and people loved it. It was good to see, the good viewing also. Now I think trying to bring the reverse swing back in the game, I think it's a good thinking. I think the captain is also allowed to pick whichever ball he wants to, and I have a feeling that bowlers will like that idea. They will enjoy that last few overs when the ball just gets old, a little darker. It'd be hard to sort of sight at times, and there's something for the bowlers. Previously, it was just hard. This cricket ball stays very hard for a long time, then it comes onto the bat nicely. Oh, very, very good delivery. After the first spell, Naseem Shah is just coming back nicely.
Right. What did you say to him earlier? He's listening keenly and intently. What did you have to do with tweak in his performance?
Honestly, I was talking about his new ball spell, which he didn't bowl well.
Or was it dinner plans when you meet in Lahore later? Yeah, it's great stuff. It's such a beauty of the game, with the old and the new, metaphorically old. Legends of the past, and the modern day stars in the making come together. Change point of views. Brilliant to watch.
He's bowling much better. He's in control, hitting the lengths right. I think the older ball is enjoying more. That one deviated. Look at the way the bat is coming from. And the feet did not move at all. When you have a delivery which swings back like that, you have to move your feet, and you also got to make sure that you bring your bat down straighter.
He's on his best form and rhythm. Once again, very similar. Of a decent pace as well. And consistently there. That's also another difference in terms of rhythm and stamina when it's going your way. Even in your second and third spell, having bowled into his 9th over now, you can consistently maintain that pace.
Yeah, early on he was just trying too hard, and sometime when you try too hard and look for all sorts of deliveries, you can lose the shape, and that's what happened with him. So crucial to just keep things very simple early on, because the batters are new. They're also sort of trying to survive, and you have a reputation as a bowler with the new ball. But no, wasn't the case early on, but bowling beautifully now. 197 for 6.
Yeah, starting his 7th over. It's this pair for Sri Lanka if they are to get close to this or challenge the score. Coming the Mendis is good striker of the ball and reads situations well. But for me, the key is Hasaranga. His contribution, how he manages this partnership, will only determine where this game goes.
Yeah, talking about Hasaranga, he looks out of sorts when he's facing Naseem Shah or any other pace bowler. Footwork is not there, hence no timing. But credit should be given to Mohammad Nawaz. Given the surface, he has really bowled well. Not a lot of turn available from this surface, but still bowled intelligently. And picked up important wicket of Hasaranga, captain of Sri Lanka. In the air. Falls way short of the fielder.
Mohammad Nawaz thought that Haris Rauf should have attacked that, but I didn't think he had any chance at all. Was not getting there at all. Then Ayub brought in to try and ease the burden, went for 12 off the 1 over, but the 4 seamers, they've been pretty impressive. Especially Haris Rauf, the 4 wickets. He usually is expensive, but he gives you those strikes. 200 up for Sri Lanka, 100 runs away.
Yeah, when you play Haris Rauf as a captain, you should be prepared that he's going to leak runs. But the important factor is, if he keeps on picking you wickets and give control, job well done. Like this evening, Pakistan was down and out. The openers were doing so well. And then introduction of Haris Rauf.
Hit well. He's got the gap. Hasaranga going onside. You rarely see that. Always targets extra cover. This is refreshing.
Yeah, that's where the gap was, and the ball is not turning a lot. And as a batter, you can afford to hit the ball against the turn and also across the line. Yeah, that was a good hit. At times, bowlers, they need to admit that.
Eight runs of the Mohammad Nawaz over. 205 for 6. Shaheen Shah Afridi back into the attack. Nasim Shah, last couple of overs, brilliant. He bowled and made an over as well. 1 for 53 with 1 over to go, Amir. I would have bowled him right now, just to let that rhythm go through.
And especially with the fact that Hasaranga was very uncomfortable against Nasim Shah. There was no footwork. He was trying to play the ball from the crease, was beaten quite a few times. Confidently played.
Shaheen Shah around the wicket trying to cramp Hasaranga. Just spoke about how he approaches spin as well. Favors that offside. Batting to come, Dushmanta Chamira, Mahesh Tikshana and Asita Fernando. That's not a lot there.
And hence, it's highly imperative for these two batters to forge a partnership here. Plenty of overs left. That's a good delivery.
Pakistan at this stage of their innings were 166 for 4, 40 runs behind. Partnership between Hussain Talat and Salman Ali Agha starting to build momentum at this stage. With the wickets falling in the Sri Lankan innings, that white line, which white worm, which was flying early, now changing direction towards the green worm.
Yeah, surprisingly, we haven't seen a lot of control from Shaheen Shah Afridi this evening. But that happens. You don't fall into a good rhythm, and hence you start to spray the ball around. But his second spell was impressive.
Runs with the shot, they get it. Good understanding between these two. You need to look at each other's face and then respond. Yep, signs of dew. It doesn't look like it's really troubling the bowlers, but yes, you'd like to keep it dry so it allows you to run the fingers over, get some grip of the pitch. Played in the same school team, Kamindu Mendis, Hasaranga, growing up together along with Sri as well for Richmond College in Gaul. Just imagine what a strong school team that would have been.
And not a lot of dew, but there is, and that's why the rags are out. The field is making sure once the ball is handed over to the bowler, it's dry, and they're able to grip it properly.
The winds have dropped. Flags were fluttering earlier in the evening. Oh, he saved a lot of runs, Sam Ayub, in that region. 209 for 6. Sri Lanka's highest successful chases. We're talking against Pakistan here in ODIs. The highest 289 in Dambul in 2009. Here, they're chasing 300. 91 more required. 78 balls remaining. The required rate around 7. So all those numbers very much manageable. But just the 4 wickets in hand. Fahim Ashraf. Picking up those singles, which is a good thing. It's not all about the boundaries. Get closer, that's what they'll be thinking. Maybe bat till the 42nd, 43rd, then reassess and see what you need to do. But until then, keep chipping away.
Yeah, the situation requires from these two batters to stay busy. Keep on working the ball into the gaps. Ali, Pakistani captain, plenty to think about.
There have been some outstanding efforts here today. Bowled! Fahim Ashraf. Bottom edge, on to the stumps, and it's the big wicket of Mendis.
He's an able exponent of those slow deliveries. And so many times we have seen him picking up wickets with those deliveries. And once again, breaks the partnership. Obliged the captain who brought him in to the attack for this. Break the partnership. Mendis goes for 9. 210 for 7, Sri Lanka.
Usman Tatamira, an average of 12, his highest score 29. He's with 90 required. He's got Hasaranga at the other end. It's a steep mountain to climb. Just at the right time, Pakistan always able to pick up those wickets.
Yeah, disguised it quite nicely. Couldn't pick that slow delivery, lack of bounce, worked for the bowler. Is growing in confidence as a cricketer. Fahim Ashraf, he contributes with the bat and then picks up important wickets.
Lots of starts for the Sri Lankan batters. Plenty of 30s and 20s. Now if Pakistan continue to be clumsy as they have been throughout this bowling effort, extras could end up being the highest scorer in this